So in order to try to understand this phenomenon of pathological altruism, as well as other economic behavior dimensions of people's behavior, such as their risk behavior and their desire to cooperate with others, we're using economic experiments. And so economic experiments are a little bit like a psychology experiment, if anybody's ever been in those, but with money. And so we bring people into the laboratory, and in this case our laboratory has been agricultural experiment station rooms around the state, and we give them a few different decision tasks that they have to do. And one of them, the one related to altruism, looks at how much they're willing to give in terms of money to a total stranger, and also if you're the person receiving that money, how much you expect to get from another total stranger. So we, in economic theory, would actually predict that people should actually be willing to give nothing and expect nothing from another person. But what we really find is, sort of thankfully, to sort of grease the wheels of society, if you will, people do usually give something, and people expect a little bit of something if they know someone else has been given a free gift to be passed on to them. But that has differed, is from what we can see so far, across communities and across different types of individuals within those communities. Then we're also doing an experiment that, well, it's a gamble. People make a decision about what kind of gamble they want to play, and those different gambles have different, what we call risk coefficients associated with them. So we can measure how risk-loving or how risk-averse someone is. So basically you can kind of get a gauge of, is this the type of person who would want to go down to the casino, or are they ready to, go put their money in a savings account and bonds in the bank? So we have people all along that continuum. The third experiment is more complex. It is an experiment where everyone in the room plays a game together, and they're making decisions about how much money to put into a public bank in the room or keep for themselves. And at a certain point, if enough people invest in the public account, they can actually earn more money by doing that than if they keep it for themselves. And that doesn't always happen, though. A lot of times people don't trust enough other people in the room to invest in that public account. And we can look then at how that degree of investment in the public account varies over different communities, over different groups, even over different sessions, and with different types of people in the session, to try to understand what is sort of the vibe of this group, if not the community, in terms of their generosity and trust with each other. And so we relate these measures then to a survey that we administer at the end, which includes measures of parents' demographic and socioeconomic information, as well as decisions they would make about a potential new vaccine for their child, as well as then what their actual decisions have been in the past for their child, whether or not to vaccinate them, and also their experience with diseases. We have seen correlations in the past over other types of behaviors, so we'll have to see how this comes out. So right now we just have a hypothesis that there may be a relationship between people's decisions they make in a monetary risk decision task and how they view the health risks for their child.